Hello friends, so today we will be looking at template method pattern. We look at two classes, Kapalbhati and Anulom Vilom, which are two different kinds of pranayam, which is a part of yoga. So this Kapalbhati class is having a method called do pranayam, a method called sit in Padmasana, breath out with medium force, and a method relax. So this do pranayam method is calling these three methods one by one. So these are the three steps 1, 2 and 3 of this do pranayam method. Let's look at this Anulom Vilom method, Anulom Vilom class simultaneously. It is also having a do pranayam method. It is also having sit in Padmasana method. Then it's calling this nostril 1 out in, nostril 2 out in method, and then it's calling a relax method. These are the implementations of these methods. Sit in Padmasana is having same implementation, sit cross-legged. Breathe out with medium force is having the implementation, it's just printing please continuously breathe out with normal force. Nostril 1 out in, nostril 2 out in method is just printing please first breathe out and breathe in from left nostril and then do the same with right nostril, repeat until tired. Relax method is printing please relax in both the cases. So whatever scenario we have described here, let's look at its class diagram parallelly. So these are the two classes, two simple class diagrams, four methods here, Kapalbhati class and Anulom Vilom class. Let's look how we can improve this. The most obvious suggestion is we can put relax method and sit in Padmasana method. These two are common across these two classes, the first and the third method. So relax and sit in Padmasana in a parent class called pranayam, that is we create an abstract class pranayam. We define an abstract method do pranayam. Why it's abstract? Why are we not providing an implementation here? Because the code in their body is different. So you can see these three lines are different from these three lines, hence we can't put this do pranayam method in a common super class. So it's still abstract. Sit in Padmasana, we are providing an implementation here, and relax method we are providing an implementation here. Whole and this class is still abstract. Because of this abstract method we have to define it as an abstract class. So let's look what we have done. So pranayam is an abstract class, do pranayam is abstract method. These two methods have implementation in pranayam class, and these two classes Kapalbhati and Anulom Vilom are inheriting from this pranayam class. They are providing their own implementations for do pranayam, and they are defining one method each, new method each, right? So this is the first the most obvious improvement from this above class diagram, that abstract out the common functionality and put it in a parent class. Let's look at how we can improve it further. So further we try to abstract out the do pranayam method out of the two pranayam classes. That is, we keep this pranayam class still abstract, but we define the do pranayam method here. So you can notice the do pranayam method is not an abstract method anymore. It is defined here only in the pranayam class. Earlier it was defined in the subclasses. It was declared as an abstract method here in pranayam class, and both the subclasses were providing its different implementation. But now if we closely look at the step 2, step 1 and step 3 are obviously same in both the classes, Kapalbhati and Anulom Vilom, but the only difference is step 2. So we notice that observe that all the steps are same. Step 2 is also involving breathing, just the two classes have their own techniques. So we name this method as follow breathing technique. So in case of Kapalbhati we will be following different breathing technique, and in Anulom Vilom we will be following a different breathing technique, but both we will be following some breathing technique. So we abstract out the whole implementation and put it in the super class. So also we define this method as a final method because we don't want this method's implementation to change. So this is like an algorithm and we don't want the subclasses to change this algorithm. We want the subclasses to use the same algorithm. All the subclasses will use this algorithm. So this is like a template or maybe a blueprint which all the subclasses are going to use. Let's look at the class diagram simultaneously. This do pranayam is here. It's not here now anymore, but the following breathing technique method is overridden, is implemented by these two classes now. Earlier the method names were different, but now the method name is same for both of them. So let's look at how they are doing in code. So do pranayam in pranayam, sit in Padmasana, relax, and follow breathing technique is abstract in pranayam class because in pranayam class we don't know which breathing technique we are going to follow. So in these two subclasses we are defining the following breathing technique method. So the implementation remains same. Please continuously breathe out with medium force. Only the name has changed, and that too to provide a common template for the do pranayam method. And this is please first breathe out and breathe in from left nostril and then do the same with the right nostril. Repeat until tired. So this is how we have provided a common template for this do pranayam method. So this was how the class diagram looked like. Let's look at the final class diagram representing this template method pattern. So here is the template method, that is the method for which we are providing a common template which will be template or a blueprint which will be used by all of its subclasses, and this template will be having some steps like step 1, step 2, step 3. Step 1, step 2, step 3. Let's say step 1 and step 3 are implemented in this abstract parent class only, but step 2 is left for the childs to implement. So this concrete child is implementing this step 2. So this is how the template method pattern works like. For an algorithm we provide a method which is containing the template or the blueprint of the algorithm, and all the subclasses are using the same blueprint. That's all. Thank you, friends.